And we're back here in the second half. Beth-Center Bulldogs just took them a while to get over here. And
yeah, so 16-3 if you missed it. Malachi Peak scored on a rush to the left, and a hook and ladder pass from Carpenter to Dennis gave the Trojans a 16-3 lead. Early in the game, Beth-Center forced a fumble on California's opening drive and got a field goal.
You know, something that that's something that usually is not happening here in single-A football is that hook and ladder play. I mean, teams usually try it, and most of the time it doesn't work out for them. But
when you're a good football team, you work on stuff like that. You definitely keep those in your back pocket unless you need them. And that was a time where, that's a great play to call. You're inside the 10.
0.8 seconds remaining.
Yeah, less than a second to go. You have a good quarterback, two good receivers that can catch the ball, and then the 2-point conversion was a great catch by Carpenter in the end zone there. Got hit by two guys pretty hard and still made a good play on the ball. So the Trojans have the momentum for sure coming into the second half. We'll see how they start. First half was a little mediocre there for the first quarter. They trailed 3-0. Two of their scores came in the second quarter.
But then they really picked it up there.
They really picked it up towards the middle of the end of the second quarter, moving the ball and getting a big turnover on downs.
And Beth-Center might be a little tired from their long, treacherous journey. They had to park all the way over at the
playground by the elementary school.
And
come all the way over here, which is
pretty far hike over there.
Yeah, it's definitely a hike for sure. So some key players to watch in the second half for California. Running back Malachi Peak has had a very good game besides the early fumble. Logan Hartley, the quarterback, that's a touchdown pass and a 2-point conversion. Brandon Meyer also making an impact in the game with two-point conversions. And for the Bulldogs, Sincere Cruz has had a solid game in the first half. Homer Headley as well. Big fullback getting in there and making plays on both sides of the ball. And you can't forget Enzo Brown, the starting running back, the workhorse for the Bulldogs. A lot of carries so far this game, and he's just taking them all with grace. So as we get ready to start the second half, California will kick to the Bulldogs. So as it looked in the first half, it should look again in the second. Aiden Keys will kick for California. And Sincere Cruz and Enzo Brown will be back deep for the Bulldogs. Try and turn the tide here with an early kick return. Once again, just about sellout crowd here at Trojan Stadium for tonight's senior night backyard brawl. Two teams only a couple miles away from each other. I mean, kids wrestle together on the same team with Beth-Center in California merging. So, I mean, definitely very familiar with each other. These kids probably go to the same parties. They see each other, most social events together. So it's definitely interesting to get out. I mean, play your friends, play guys that you know. Really see that competitive edge between these two teams. Beth-Center, rough start to the season, 2-3 in conference play. California obviously undefeated in conference play, only dropping one game so far this year to Waynesburg in week 3. Keys will kick, and Cruz will move up, and then it's Nicholas Miller will be back deep. Cruz still finds a way to the ball, and he'll be taken down. Looks like number 44 for the Trojans. Carter Frank will be one of the first ones in there on that kickoff team. Be 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs from their own 33-yard line. So I'd like to expect in the second half here for the Trojans, more pressure in front. Obviously Devon Harris not in the game right now as nose tackle. It's going to be Jason Morton lining up there. Four-man front for the Trojans. Going to be a handoff to Brown, and he's hit in the backfield, swallowed up by a Trojan defense. Lehue, Abercrombie, Loudon, and Morton, as well as Peak all in on the tackle there. So that interior line and that great defensive front for the Trojans get in and make a stop on the first play. So it'll be a loss of 3, 2nd and 13 for the Bulldog offense.
Looks like a pretty packed house here tonight. 2 to 3 rows back standing wise. Bebout.
The under center.
And
hand off to Brown, and he's met in the backfield. And it looks like he'll pick up about 2 yards. 3rd down and 11 for the Bulldog offense.
And it looked like that was Eli Carpenter and I think Colin Loudon there on the tackles.
So the Trojans defense through 2 plays in the first drive of this second half have looked pretty good. Getting pressure to the ball and moving the offensive front of the Beth-Center Bulldogs. So here it is, 3rd down and 11.
Bulldogs trying to convert on 3rd down. Bebout in shotgun. Brown next to him. Bebout.
And he's going to keep Lehue with a huge hit, and there comes the flag.
And that'll be a
roughing the passer on Jake Lehue.
Noah Lehue, but
Noah Lehue.
Tough to get. It's easy to get them messed up. They're both 6'5" defensive tackles. Well, now Noah's converted to tight end. He just got his first ever collegiate touchdown, so congrats on him. And now
that'll move 15 yards and give the Bulldogs a 1st down. Costly penalty by Lehue to start the second half. But, things happen. I mean, he's an aggressive kid
and
likes to get in there. And now that quarterback's going to be thinking he's going to be looking for number 50 the rest of the game.
I mean, someone you always got to watch out when you play the Trojans. I mean, he's just able to get through the line really easily, since due to his strength and size.
So it'll be 1st and 10 at the 47 for the Bulldogs. About.
And nearly tipped.
And it's intercepted!
Intercepted by the Trojans! What a play there by the
Number 9, Aiden Keys.
What a play there by the Trojan defense.
And the Trojans will take over 1st down and 10 at their own 40-yard line. Beautiful play.
And something I wanted to touch on
Keys.
Here is your opinion, since you were a Penn State fan. What do you think's going on right now with them and their 3-game losing streak currently?
It's hard to say. I mean, you got to look at the culture in the locker room, see the players, see the coaches. I mean, it's just difficult. Hartley under center. Be a handoff to Peak. He finds a crease. And Malachi Peak has room at the middle of the field. And he's not going to be stopped. Malachi Peak, 15-10, 5, touchdown
by the Trojans. What a play there by
Malachi Peak. Credit to the offensive line to open those holes. Finally found a crevice and made it count. 22-3. A 1-play touchdown by Malachi Peak. Go about 60 yards towards his total.
And I mean, what an amazing rush there by Malachi. I mean, finally finding his foot in there on offense. And, like you said, the offensive line just did a really good job there, opening up a hole there.
Malachi Peak, I mean, look back, especially the older guys, talk about Jerome Bettis.
Yeah.
I would say Malachi's that big, but that's how he runs. I mean, he's fast, he's strong, and he'll put his shoulder down if he has to. Brandon Meyer gets outside, and he's in.
And he walks into the touch.
24-3. The Trojans lead the Bulldogs with 9:57 to go in the 3rd frame. Malachi Peak finds room, and he makes the most of it, breaking multiple tackles and taking it in for the long touchdown rush.
And we're going to take a quick break here for Trojan TV.
So after a personal foul penalty on the 2-point conversion, California and Aiden Keys will kick off from the Beth-Center 45.
And the Bulldogs will be backed up really deep there after the penalty.
Tegan Veach and
I think that's Sincere Cruz.
Sincere Cruz back deep. Now Miller and Cruz switched on the last return.
And Keys to kick it away.
And the wind-up, and it's booted. And that's not going to roll for a touchback. Veach will elect to return it, and he's hit inside the 10-yard line by the California Special Teams unit.
That looked like Keys in there on the tackle.
So it'll be first down and 10 for the Bulldogs from their own 10-yard line. Tomorrow
you're actually going to have a warmer climate for Saturday football games. It's homecoming down at Cal U, and you're going to get a high of 79 and a low 47. It's going to be around 79 for the game. Go check it out if you ain't got nothing to do on Saturday.
Big festivities in California, the homecoming parade and the game right after. Big deal for the Falcons.
This could decide whether they make the playoffs or not. I mean, on a 2-game losing streak.
Going to be a handoff to Enzo Brown, and he's just going to
pummeled by
he's not able to go anywhere. No daylight given by the Trojan defense. Second down and 10 from the 10 for the Beth-Center offense.
Enzo Brown with the carry. Tackled by a host of Trojans. Second down.
California just not giving up holes right now for the Beth-Center offense to run through. No daylight. So second down and 10 from their own 10 for the Bulldogs offense. I formation. Handoff to Headley. And he'll gain about 2 or 3 yards there. It'll be third down and long for the Bulldog offense.
You know, it's almost similar to what they had a couple drives ago back in this first half, backed up all the way close to their own end zone.
Headley with the carry gets a gain of about 2.
We'll see what they can do here.
Third down and 8 for the Bulldogs.
Now Bebout close up under center. He's got Enzo behind him. He's going to give up the middle, and he's going to be tackled by Bono before the first.
Looks like Headley's going to come just short of the first down, and looks like they'll spot him generously and give him the first down.
Wow, I'm surprised. It looks like he was a yard short, but I don't know. They're going to give him it.
Great acts by the Beth-Center and California cheer team there, teaming up. Provide a great show for the fans here in attendance at Trojan Stadium tonight.
First down, Beth-Center from the 20-yard line.
So first and 10 at the 20-yard line, about under center. It'll be a counter handoff to Headley. Go for about a gain of 1. 2nd and 9.
Headley with the carry. Colton Loudon with the tackle for California. 2nd down and 9 from the 21.
Second down and 9 for the Bulldog offense. Without under center. And it'll be a false start.
On the offense.
How it looks, yep. And that's what it will be. Back them up 5. 2nd and 14 from the 16-yard line.
And you know, sneaky team to watch out for the NCAA is actually Memphis. They're in the AAC conference, and or the America Conference, I should say, and they've really been tearing it up there.
Yeah.
Bebout, shotgun, looking to pass.
Blitz by California when he's hit hard, and
no flag. Wow.
no flag. Eli Carpenter with the big hit.
And he's
For
excited
the
about
Trojan
that
defense.
Incomplete, broken up by Elijah.
Absolutely cranked him there.
Beautifully clean hit there
You know, right in
by the
stride.
hard-hitting defensive back. So now be 3rd down and 14 yards to go from the 16 for the Bulldogs.
See what they're going to do here on 3rd and long.
Now, if it's me, I'm expecting a pass, but
You never know with this Bulldog
you
offense.
never know.
We've seen
They're a small school that runs the ball so well. Sometimes you just need to throw the ball. Bout in the shotgun. Cruz to his
And
right. And that's going to be a
Crockett.
toss to Cruz.
Cruz is just cranked from
And he's
behind.
hit.
Got to bring a 4th down, and I think they're just going to punt it here to be safe.
Carry. Tackled by Colton.
But with Noah back there, he's blocked, I think, 5 punts this year. I mean, he is able to just get through that line like a wrecking ball. And here we go, the punt. And no one can get through the line, but it's a short punt.
Little by Alan Dennis.
Allen.
He has room around the right side. Dennis inside the 20. And he'll
touchdown
score.
for the Trojans. Looked easy there, Joe, by Alan Dennis. That's his specialty, returning and kickoffs and punts. I mean, that just looked easy there for Allen. He just looked like no effort there. And he's in for the score. That'll bring the score up to 30-3.
Once again, another quick score. Didn't even let the California offense get on the field for that one. So Logan Hartley out of the game. I mean, one of two things. Brandon Meyer coming in for a 2-point try. And that's what it looks like. Meyer will set up in the shotgun by himself.
And Meyer, man in motion. A high snap. Brandon Myers out deep, and he's taken down way in the backfield. 2-point
Headley
conversion
with
is
the
no good.
tackle.
The
Be
2-point
Headley
conversion is
and
stopped by the Bulldogs.
Shane Cronin
Your score with 5:34
making the
left to
play.
go in the 3rd quarter.
It's California unsuccessful
Beth-Center,
on the 2-point try, but the Trojans take a 27-point lead over the Bulldogs.
And right now that we have a break, I'm going to go over some more scores. Cannon Max currently taking the lead against Norman in the 4th quarter, 21-0. Washington has pulled away very much. It's 62-0 against Carleton. Mount Pleasant is losing to Derry, 19-6. Hickory's beating Slippery Rock High School, 21-7. Bethel Park's losing to South Fayette, 20-16. And actually, in a weird turn of events, Frazier's beating GCC 21-19. Thomas Jefferson's beating Chartiers Valley 24-0. Gateway is beating Greater Latrobe 27-0. Fort Cherry's beating Shenango 42-0. Mount Lebanon's beating Hempfield 14-0. Franklin Regional's losing to Woody High 21-0. Upper St. Clair's and Moon are still 0-0. Pine Ridge's pulling away against North Allegheny 51-0. Montour's losing to Aliquippa 7-0. And finally,
as we finish up talking about the scores there, Aiden Keys set to kick from the California 40.
And Avella has just taken a beating from Jeff Morgan. It's currently 33-0 in the second quarter.
Short kick fielded by Brown. And makes good headway up to the about 45-yard line.
Thought we had an injury on the play, but got right back up.
So 1st and 10 for Beth-Center from their own 45, trying to generate some kind of offense here to make this even a competitive game here midway through the third quarter.
Bebout. Crockett.
Brown takes the direct snap, and
Crockett jumps the gun perfectly.
Crockett, Lehue, Morton, Peak, Abercrombie. I mean, say any name on that field, and they're probably in on the tackle right now.
And Morton, name we haven't heard today, jumping in there late in this.
Filling in for Devon Harris.
I think Devon's out for the rest of the game here with an injury to his leg, as he has not come back out on the sidelines since that injury.
So 2nd down and 11 for Beth-Center. Under 5 to go here in the third quarter.
Bebout. Snap. Oh, direct snap to Enzo Brown. Enzo Brown.
He's going to throw, and it's going to be caught over top of Malachi Peak.
Peak playing a little bit out of position.
By Tegan Veach.
He was playing a little bit out of position there at cornerback. He usually just plays linebacker. But
so 3rd down and 13.
3rd down for the Bulldogs.
Just about 4 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Trojans looking to one more stop and try and salt this one away as we get near the end of the third. So California eye on the prize. Next week at Jefferson Morgan. You know, you can't ever look a team, especially like Beth-Center, in a rivalry game, because they'll come out and they'll stun you. But as we roll in towards the end of the third quarter here, California definitely has their eye on the prize looking at next week. And Lehue in the backfield, but doesn't get to him, and now he does.
And
Landon Abercrombie, Crockett, and Lehue.
Bebout was just
on
twisted up there.
keep.
And he was absolutely cranked there, just twisted up and turned around, upside down.
So a gain of 1.
Looks like an injured player on the play.
4th down and 12. Injured player for the Bulldogs.
And we're going to
number 23, Tegan Veach, if I'm not mistaken.
And we're just going to take a quick break as he deals with his injury.
So 1st and 10. It must have been a flag or something. And a long run there by Enzo Brown. And a first down, but a flag on the play. Looks like it's going to go against Beth-Center. It'll be a false start on Beth-Center. And it'll back them up. 1st and 15 from the 47. So 1st and 15 after the false start penalty. They're getting a long run by Enzo Brown. And Enzo Brown's hitting the backfield. Noah Lehue, first contact made by Malachi Peak. Abercrombie, Crockett, Morton. I mean, once again, any name you say on this defensive side of the ball right now is in on those tackles. And that's something that just California preaches, and they do so well.
And I mean,
getting 11 hats to the ball every play, because that's the only way you're sure to make a tackle.
And you might not even be exaggerating, because most of the time, I've had to say a host of Trojans, or Drew has had to say a host of Trojans. I mean, it's just everybody get into the ball. Sincere Cruz in motion, and it's a give.
Give to Enzo Brown, and he'll pick up a few.
Try to dive for a couple extra yards, but that won't get the first down. It'll bring up 4th and short, I believe.
3rd down and about 5 for the Beth-Center offense.
Correction, that's not 4th down. I thought it was 4th down.
A minute and a half to go in the 3rd quarter. The Trojans lead 30-3.
And now Beth-Center's moving into California territory.
Inside the 40 to 37.
Be 3rd down.
Out in the shotgun. Enzo Brown once again to his right. Headley motions across to the right. And it's going to be a toss
to Brown.
And
I think he got it.
Looks like he will have enough for the first down to the California 30. So 1st and 10 at the California 30. 45 seconds to go in the first half, or correction, the 3rd quarter. Ooh.
And
hand off to Brown. It looks like he'll pick up about 3 or 4 yards there. Minimal gain sets up a much more manageable 2nd down. Just a large group of Trojans in on the tackle there.
And I think that's just going to run out the 3rd quarter.
That will be the end of the 3rd quarter here from Trojan Stadium in front of a sellout crowd. On the night of the Backyard Brawl and Senior Night, your score, California 30, Beth-Center 3.
And we'll be
right back after this short intermission.
At the end of the 3rd quarter, your score, California 30, Beth-Center 3. And your Trojans are 1 quarter away from becoming conference champions for the 5th time in the last 9 years.
we're back here in the fourth quarter. Here's a look at our cheerleader from Spain, Carmen. To give to Brown up the middle, and I don't think he got it. I'm gonna bring up third, and I think 4 or 5.
Looks like third and manageable here.
I think
offense.
I think if Beth-Center gets inside the 20, they can really go for a field goal there.
At least a field goal, if not
a score.
Touchdown. And
try and get back in this ball game late.
Third down and 5 for the Beth-Center.
well, it's something that's tough, but it's definitely been done before. Hand off to Brown, and he's stuffed in the middle there.
Oh, and now extra.
Nice play by the California defense to make a stop on third down.
Enzo Brown with the carry, brought down by number 22.
Fourth and about 1.5 yards, it looks like. Here for the Bulldogs. Down under 11 minutes to go here in the final frame. Once again, California looking forward the next week. Big game at Jefferson Morgan. And this one will determine who wins the Tri-County South. Or at least if California were to lose, they'd still clinch a share.
Because we've beat Wentworth, and JM has lost to
And
Wentworth.
that is a false start there. I mean, that's clear as day. You can't miss a play like coach
Nope.
like that.
And almost immediately, everybody pointed at him.
So push him back 5 more. Make this a little bit tougher on the Bulldog offense. 4th down and 7 from the 30, the 27. 10-14 to go in the final frame.
There's one of our seniors from tonight, Allie Grods.
Leading the band, as well as Tyler Sutherland.
Another one of our seniors here tonight.
So big 4th down. California trying to get a turnover here. And about look to throw, and he's being chased, and he's going to be brought down.
Look like it.
Looks like Colton Loudon got the initial pressure and tripped him up. Peak and Lehue
Head-to-head.
got in to assist and finish the sack.
Looked like a little bit of head-to-head contact there.
So it'll be a turnover on downs.
10 minutes to go. The Trojans can really wind down this clock and maybe get that down to like 3 minutes here if they're smart.
Well, 1st down and 10 from their own 34. That's definitely a tired Beth-Center defense. And the second half has just been torched. There'll be a pitch to Abercrombie.
And he's finding room.
Good block on the left by Lehue.
Gain of about 6 or 7 there.
6 or 7 yards. Looks like 2nd down and 4 from their own 40 for the Trojans.
And what you're hearing right now is the loudness of the Beth-Center cheerleaders. And Hartley in shotgun formation, peek next to him, and give us to Szymanski. Szymanski finding blockers, and he's still on his feet. Still on his feet. Didn't go out of bounds, and they say he did. Wow. I thought he was still in. That was Chase Szymanski. What an amazing run. That's another Trojans 1st down. And he got up to about the 39, or they're going to give him on the 41.
Now a nice play, once again negated by a penalty, a chop block against the Trojans. We'll back him up and give him a tough 2nd down.
And that's just something that really kills teams here in 1A football is long runs negated by penalties, because let's say you get like a 67-yard run and it's just taken down by flag.
So a 15-yard penalty.
Wow, and that'll back the Trojans up for 2nd and long. Really long, actually. And Hartley in shotgun with Peak next to him. Chasing motion. It's going to be a quarterback keeper. And he's going to pass it deep. And Carpenter, it looked like that was
interference if I've ever seen it there.
That was
That's
I completely agree with you.
You don't want to talk bad on these referees. I mean, they take time out of their day to come do this stuff, but that's a call that you can't miss.
Yeah, I mean, he was right next to him
Obvious pass
too.
interference.
Yeah, I saw him push him in the back. I had to jump over the pillar here right in the middle, but I saw him push him in the back, and I mean, like you said, that's something you just can't miss.
As it stands, 3rd down and 19 for California after the incomplete pass intended for Eli Carpenter. Great job to get open even with the handiness of the Beth-Center defender. Just wasn't able to bring it in. Hartley in the shotgun, Peak to his right. He'll drop back, looks, and he's going to throw deep down the field.
And
he just
incomplete.
overthrows Chase Szymanski there.
Going to bring up 4th and 19 here. Let's see what the Trojan offense is going to do. You know, since you're up here, it's 30-3. I mean, they've done this in the past. I'll go for a fake here. I mean, something to try, but looks like they're bringing out their star offensive lineman, putting John Reeves back out on the field.
In a situation like this, you punt the ball and you have to fight another down.
Mm-hmm.
Under 9 minutes to go.
Still time on the clock.
So you're going to have Sincere Cruz back there. Looks like Enzo Brown. Somewhat difficult to tell.
Hartley back to punt. And the snap. Hartley, the
Beautiful
boot.
punt.
And they're going to surround it. It's
And
just going to keep
continue to roll.
rolling.
Down to about the 31-yard line.
Beautiful punt there by
That's
Logan.
1st and 10.
And, you know, I've really seen some improvement from Hartley on the punts here over the season. I mean, from the first game we did, he was only punting it maybe 30, 40 yards, and now he's punting it deep downfield. And it's going to be a run there, taken down by Crockett.
Enzo Brown with the carry, tackled by number 22, Braden Crockett.
That was Enzo there on the carry.
Contact initiated there by Crockett, as well as the whole interior defensive line of the California Trojans. Noah Lehue, Chase Morton, and Malachi Peak working in the trenches tonight.
And Crockett tries to jump the gun, and that's
That'll be a
Sincere
jet sweep
Cruz.
to Sincere Cruz.
And he's taken down around the 35-yard line. We might give him an extra yard there, put him on 36.
3rd down and 6 for the Bulldog offense.
No, they're actually going to move him down to the 40, or 35, sorry. It's going to be 3rd and 6 on the 35. 7 minutes and 45 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. And let's see what the Bulldog offense is going to do here. Bebout. Man in motion. Screen pass.
Cruz, it's dropped. It's on the ground, and
They're going to
Szymanski
mark
went
it
to pick it up,
incomplete.
but it'll mark as incomplete due to it being a forward pass. So 4th down and 6. for Beth-Center. Decision time. Trail by 27 with under 7.5 minutes to go.
And if you're in Bulldog situation, what do you do here, Jobs?
Well, you know, you're late in the season. You're 2-3 in the conference. You're about to be 2-4. Everything goes California's way the rest of this game. Let your kids go out there and have fun. Go for it. Throw the ball.
Most likely, you've already been eliminated from playoffs, but like you said, just have fun. Yep, they're going to go for it here.
About in the shotgun, Brown to his right.
Bebout.
He drops back, looks, fires across the middle of the field. It's intercepted
Kicked
by
off by
Szymanski.
And Szymanski, if he can get blockers, he could be free.
Down the sideline, finally gets hit.
Out near the
Inside
21-yard line. Be in the 21-yard line, I think.
At the 23.
Yeah, they're going to back him
forced out of bounds.
But Jay Szymanski has been a force to be reckoned with here on the Trojan defense so far. Already 2 picks on the game. And he's got a touchdown.
Great job by the Trojan defense to recognize that pass moving across the middle of the field. So 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line for the Trojan offense.
I don't know what formation. Hartley close up under center, give us the Peak. Peak just trying to
Double
pull his way through the line.
Peak gets down inside the 15.
And, you know, Joe, someone that Peak really reminds me of on top of Jerome Bettis, Derrick Henry, just able to bull his way through the line and just never gives up.
Peak a little slow to get up there, and we have an injury on the Beth-Center side of things. So we'll take a short break. We'll be back for the finish of the Backyard Brawl. Your score, California 30, Beth-Center 3. Peak pushes his way down inside the 5. 1st and goal for the California offense, and a timeout called by Beth-Center. 6 minutes and 35 seconds ago. We'll be right back.
And we're back here. The
1st and goal, hand off to Peak.
And he's in for the touchdown. Malachi Peak.
With a handoff from Logan Hartley. And it's enough for another Trojan touchdown. Trojans now lead by 33 points. Looking to get the 2-point conversion and put a cap on this game with a mercy rule.
And that should really help the Trojans here secure a victory. That'll put another win on the Trojans' resume for the Backyard Brawl.
from the middle of the first quarter on tonight, it's just been total domination by the California offense and defense.
And Meyer, peek in motion.
Goes out to the right. Meyer by himself. He'll run, and he got it.
Tripped up by his own player, but
38-3, the Trojans lead.
And that's the continuous clock that starts. And I don't know, Jobs. I think that's about the nail in the coffin here for the Trojans. And if this is still the score by the end of the game, they only let up 10 points in total so far through conference.
See fans finally starting to leave the stadium here as this game comes to a close. So the Trojans take a lead of 35 in front of a sellout crowd here at Trojan Stadium on senior night.
And let's go ahead and check some of the scores late today. And Washington's still beating Carleton 62-0, Jobs. I mean, pretty close game if you ask me. Mount Lebanon's beating Hempfield 28-0. Jeff Morgan's beating Avella 40-0. And Derry's beating Mount Pleasant 33-6. And the kick from Aiden Keys. And backing up, the wind. And the kick. It's up, and away. Down there to, can't find the ball, fumbles it around.
And Beach will return it.
And he's just cranked by Carter Frank there.
Carter Frank on the tackle for California.
And as the clock continues to roll down under 6 minutes to go.
And one of the biggest factors in Trojan football this year was our big statement against Cornell earlier this year that we actually filmed here. No one had us winning that game, but we really turned it around and said, we are competitive here in this conference. Last year, losing 27-3, and Trojans really bounced back in a revenge game. Bebout, handoff to Enzo, taken down, maybe a gain of one there.
On the play.
2nd and 9 for California.
But like I was saying,
Beth-Center as we near 5 minutes to go in the fourth.
Like I was saying, that makes them a real competitor. I mean, against Waynesburg, they just got caught in tough luck with a lightning delay and really stepped them off their game. They were really dominant against Waynesburg actually for almost the whole game until literally after the halftime. They all got on the field and out of nowhere, just a lightning delay. So that lasted about an hour and a half. It was not fun time there at Waynesburg. And he
Enzo Brown.
Tripped up.
Pick up a few, but not much. 3rd down and about medium here.
That was number 52, Colton Loudon, up on the trip.
Now as we get down to 4 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, I'd like to make a special shout out to the seniors of this California band, cheer and football.
You can go back earlier and hear actually me doing the comment or announcing here for senior night, and
an awesome job by everyone
here tonight at this game.
Absolutely.
And
of course
a reverse taken down, and that'll be bring up 4th down.
You never to go without mentioning Beth-Center too as well. I mean,
yeah.
Offense played a good game. Defense played hard.
Sincere being one of their seniors this year, one of their 2 seniors actually, not having really many seniors.
This team will come back more complete next year, and I think they'll be ready to rock.
Yeah.
The cheer and band also did a great job for Beth-Center.
Oh yeah.
Keeping the fans interactive and having fun. I mean, that's the biggest part.
And you can go back and watch that at halftime actually during this game.
So the Bulldogs will punt on 4th down.
And
Lehue gets a hand on it, and it's blocked.
And it's going to be picked up
Noah Lehue with another blocked punt.
He's just done a really well job on defensive side of things. See John Reeves running out there.
Down under 3 minutes to go. And the Trojans look like they just want to salt this one away for another backyard brawl win on senior night here at sold out Trojan Stadium.
Put a little extra salt in the wound for this crosstown rivalry, and really I think the Trojans have done a well job after the first quarter, obviously, of just putting points on the board and not letting up. And so Hartley's still in there. Shotgun.
Abercrombie to his left, Peak to his right.
And high snap.
And he'll keep it.
Hartley still on his feet, spinning out of a tackle and taken down finally.
Gain of about 2. Second down and long. California. Tegan Veach brings him down, and we're under 2 minutes to go.
Here's in the imaginary 2-minute warning. Looks like they're going to keep Hartley out there for most of the whole game, I think. You know, it's senior night and they're Hartley close up under center. And give it
off
to
to Peak.
Peak. Peak is just trying to bull his way through there. Just trying to
He
get.
does, gets down to the 35. So it'll be third down and about 4 yards to go. For the Trojan offense.
Honestly, Jobs, if I'm the Trojans here, haven't tried it all season, I say we get inside the 25, call a timeout, and go for a field goal. Haven't tried it all season, and it's senior night. What the heck? Just do it. Crockett and Carter Frank coming off the field. And Hartley close up under center with Peak next to him. Couple receivers out.
Under a minute to go now.
Pitch to Peak. Peak's going to try and run. Flag on the play. And looked like a horse collar there, but flag before the fact. And 52 seconds with the clock stop. I think that might be on the Trojans, actually.
Penalty does go on California, so we'll back them up. Injury timeout.
For Beth-Center.
We'll be back with 52 seconds to go in the backyard brawl after this short intermission. So the injured player comes off the field for Beth-Center. Under mostly his own power. A little bit of help there by the trainer. Well, should be about, so third down and 14 after the penalty
for the
by
Trojans.
California.
We put on the 45-yard line.
The
And
clock will run.
And Hartley out there, still out there. All the seniors still out there except for Devon. Sadly, he's injured. But Hartley, shotgun. Man in
Peek to his
motion.
left. Szymanski, motion across. Hand off to Peak.
Peak is
And
gonna-
he has daylight. Malachi Peak.
still on his
Still
feet.
on his feet. Down inside the 25-yard line. That's enough for a Trojan first down.
Flag on the play.
And a flag.
But I think that's going to be the end of the game. Never mind. They're going to stop the clock for some reason.
Personal foul on California.
And, I mean, honestly, just nail the ball at this point because it's
So it'll back him up and make it a third down and much longer.
You know, Jobs, after most of the games we've had, this is one of the shorter ones. We're ending here at 9, going to be about 9:18, 9:20-ish.
So here it is, the final 10 seconds of the backyard brawl. The California Trojans escape with a 38-3 win. And
that's it.
their playoff hopes are still alive.
And
Their
we've had
conference championship hopes are still alive. The Trojans will take on Jefferson Morgan next week in Jefferson Morgan at 7 p.m.
Well, Jobs, I've had fun. Thank you for broadcasting with me. Have a safe night,
Pleasure as
everyone.
always.
And God
Have a
bless.
good night.